Tonkatsu is a Japanese food that consists of a breaded, deep-fried pork cutlet. Japanese pork katsu curry consists of a crispy pork cutlet cut into long strips and served with thick, flavoursome Japanese curry sauce and a side of rice. And it's great fun to make. Lay out 200 grams of pork cutlet and season with half a teaspoon of salt on both sides. Slice the pork almost in half along the centre. Lay out a shiso leaf and place a cheese slice on top. Then slip it into the centre of your pork steak. Coat the steak in flour, making sure to cover both sides. Then dip it into whisked egg. And now coat it completely in breadcrumbs. Now for a thicker coating, repeat the egg and breadcrumb steps again. Warm 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a pot. Throw in 150 grams of sliced onion and stir using chopsticks. When softened, pour in 300 ml of water, 100 grams of potato and 100 grams of carrot. Stir and soften, then add 100 grams of curry cubes to provide the katsu flavour. Stir the mixture until the curry is totally dissolved. Now cook the pork in a deep pan of oil. Let it cook for a few minutes, then turn over halfway through to make sure both sides are cooked and the meat inside is fully done. Once removed from the heat, carefully slice your pork into smaller pieces. Now you can serve up with some rice. And finally, portion out your homemade katsu sauce. All you need to do now is grab a set of chopsticks and enjoy. A cubano is an iconic Cuban food truck sandwich prepared with roast pork and ham between layers of cheese and pickles. It is a perfect meal on the go. Cooking Company will take you step by step into preparing an ultimate Cuban sandwich at home, just like that. I hope you're ready. Start by adding 2 teaspoons of yeast to 200 milliliters of warm water. Then in another bowl, mix 200 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Then pour in your yeast water and use your hands to knead everything together. This is messy and might take a while, but stick with it. Sprinkle flour on a board, then roll out your bread dough until it's smooth and even. Pour 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a bowl and coat the sides. Pop your dough inside, seal it up with cling film, and let that sit for 1 hour. Then remove the film and take the dough back to a floured board. Roll it out into a long sausage-like shape. Place the dough on a lined baking tin. Sprinkle with some more flour. And cover with cloth and allow to sit for 30 minutes. Remove the cloth and use a sharp knife to score the bread dough at regular intervals. Dust with more flour. Then it's time to bake at 200 degrees for 20 minutes. While it's baking, mix 2 tablespoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of pepper, salt and cumin, and 2 tablespoons of oregano in a small bowl. Then add 100 milliliters of lime juice and orange juice and 2 tablespoons of lime zest and stir together well. Add 3 tablespoons of thyme and rosemary and 3 bay leaves and stir again. Now add a few good-sized chunks of pork to your marinade. Cover it up with cling film and allow it to sit for 2 hours. Then it's time to bake at 150 degrees for 4 hours. Wow, look at it go! Take your freshly baked baguette and carefully trim off both ends of the bread. First one, and then the other. Once you've done that, cut it into 2 smaller pieces. Turn the half onto its end and carefully cut down the centre so that you have 2 even sides for your sandwich. Using a really sharp bread knife will make this part much easier. Now, coat both sides of your bread with plenty of butter. Once they're coated, fry them, butter side down, for several minutes. Keep cooking until the bread turns golden brown, like so. Remove them from the pan and spread on plenty of your favourite mustard. Lay out some pickled cucumber, plenty of ham, and of course a generous portion of your cooked pork. Add your favourite cheese, and then of course the remaining half of your baguette. Butter your pan again, and sit your sandwich inside. Press down on the sandwich with something heavy to help everything cook. Brush some more butter on top and then turn the sandwich over. Easy does it. Keep cooking for a few more minutes, pressing down all the while. When it's done, it's time to remove from the pan and slice up your sandwich. I've gone for a diagonal cut. Time to serve up and impress your loved ones with a homemade Cubano. Enjoy!